Hello and welcome to Royal Chronicle. I just want to take a moment to thank you all for your incredible support. May God continue to bless you. I love you all so much, and together we'll keep spreading positivity about Harry, Meghan, Archie and Lilibet. Let's keep growing this amazing community. Like, comment and subscribe as we push for 1 million and beyond. Now let's dive into the fun and start exploring. The royal family's silence speaks volumes. The refusal of the royal family to provide security for Prince Harry and his family while in the UK, as well as their continued silence in the face of abusive media attacks on Meghan Markle, has sparked outrage and shame. High-profile figures like MP Barry Gardiner have stepped up to defend Harry, arguing that he deserves the protection afforded to other royals. Yet the palace has remained conspicuously silent, even as 72 members of Parliament condemned the vicious treatment of Meghan in 2019. This deafening silence from the institution charged with safeguarding the Windsors' reputation only serves to further tarnish the family's image, suggesting a callous disregard for the well-being of its own members. The world watches, aghast, as the royal establishment fails to uphold its most basic duty of care, sowing deep mistrust and disappointment in an institution that should embody the highest ideals of compassion and responsibility. The royal family's shameful inaction. The royal family's refusal to provide security for Prince Harry and his family during their visits to the UK is a blatant disregard for their safety and well-being. The lack of any comment or explanation from the palace on this matter only serves to exacerbate the public's perception of the institution's indifference. High-profile figures such as MP Barry Gardiner have rightly defended Harry, asserting that he deserves the same level of security afforded to other members of the royal family. This comes on the heels of the royal family's silence in 2019, when Meghan Markle faced a barrage of abusive attacks from the press, while 72 members of Parliament condemned the unwarranted and vitriolic treatment she endured. The royal family's unwillingness to protect and support its own members, even in the face of credible threats, is a shameful dereliction of their duties and a betrayal of the public trust. Defending Harry's security needs. MP Barry Gardiner's impassioned defence of Prince Harry's right to security highlights the importance of protecting the Duke's safety, especially given his high-profile status and the threats he and his family have faced. Gardiner argued that Harry, as a member of the royal family, deserves the same level of protection afforded to other prominent figures, regardless of his current residence. The MP's stance reflects a broader sentiment that the royal family has a moral obligation to ensure the well-being of its members, even in the face of their personal choices. This stance stands in stark contrast to the royal family's refusal to comment on the matter, which many see as a failure to uphold its responsibilities. Gardiner's defence serves as a reminder that security is a basic right that should not be denied, even to those who have stepped back from royal duties. The silence from the British royal family when Meghan Markle faced a relentless barrage of attacks from the UK press in 2019 was deafening. Despite the widespread condemnation of these abusive tactics by 72 members of Parliament, the palace chose to remain conspicuously quiet, failing to defend one of their own against the onslaught of negativity. This glaring lack of support only compounded the pain and isolation Meghan must have felt as she navigated the intense scrutiny that came with joining the most famous family in the world. The royal family's refusal to take a stand and condemn the unwarranted attacks on the Duchess of Sussex sent a troubling message, suggesting that they were either unwilling or unable to protect their own. As high-profile figures like MP Barry Gardiner stepped up to defend Harry and Meghan, urging the palace to ensure the couple's security in the UK, the royal family's inaction only served to further tarnish their reputation and highlight their apparent indifference to the well-being of their own flesh and blood. The public's unwavering fascination with the British royal family shows no signs of abating. Even as the monarchy faces calls for greater accountability and transparency, the intense spotlight on their every move persists. Recent events, such as the denial of security for Prince Harry and his family during their visits to the UK, have only fueled further criticism and debate. While high-profile figures have stepped up to defend the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, the royal family has remained silent on the matter, much like when Meghan Markle faced a barrage of abuse from the press in 2019. This ongoing silence and reluctance to address the concerns of the public have only heightened the scrutiny, leaving many to question the institution's commitment to genuine reform and understanding the needs of its members. The royal family's refusal to address the concerning situation surrounding Prince Harry and his family's security in the UK has the potential to severely damage the monarchy's public image. As high-profile figures, such as MP Barry Gardiner, come to the defence of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, the Crown's silence on the matter appears insensitive and indifferent. This stark contrast, where the British government and public seem more willing to support Harry and Meghan than the royal family itself, only serves to further erode the monarchy's reputation. The family's failure to condemn the relentless abuse and attacks Meghan faced in 2019 further compounds the perception that the institution is out of touch and unwilling to stand up for its own members. This concerning trend threatens to undermine the public's faith in the royal family and calls into question their ability to fulfill their duty as the face of the United Kingdom. The ongoing debate over the royal family's responsibilities has been, well, quite a contentious issue. The royal family's duty to protect its members has been a point of tension, balancing the weight of tradition with the demands of modern expectations. As the discussion continues, high-profile figures have weighed in on the matter. MP Barry Gardiner, for instance, has defended Prince Harry, arguing that he deserves security in the UK. This comes in the wake of the royal family's refusal to comment on denying Harry and his family protection during their visits. The debate has also been fueled by the royal family's silence in 2019, when Meghan faced abusive treatment from the press, while 72 members of Parliament came forward to condemn the attacks. The ongoing struggle to balance royal responsibilities and evolving societal norms highlights the complexities the royal family must navigate in the modern era. The media's role in the royal family controversy has been, to say the least, significant. The press's relentless coverage and often sensationalized reporting on the royal family's actions, or lack thereof, have had a profound influence on public opinion. When the royal family denied Harry and his family protection in the UK or refused to comment on the matter, the media amplified the outrage, with high-profile figures like MP Barry Gardiner stepping up to defend Harry and argue that he deserves security. Similarly, in 2019, when Meghan faced abusive attacks from the press, the royal family remained silent, while 72 MPs condemned the attacks, further highlighting the perceived indifference of the institution. The media's role in shaping the narrative and public perception of the royal family's handling of these sensitive issues cannot be overstated, as their coverage continues to fuel the ongoing controversy. Calls for accountability and reform in the royal institution have been growing louder. The mounting public pressure and criticism directed at the royal family have sparked a demand for meaningful change within the institution. As the controversy surrounding the denial of security for Prince Harry and his family in the UK continues, high-profile figures such as MP Barry Gardiner have stepped forward to defend the Duke, arguing that he deserves the necessary protection. This episode has further intensified the calls for the royal family to address the issues they have long neglected, particularly the lack of support and the failure to condemn the abusive treatment of Meghan Markle by the media in 2019. The silence and inaction of the royal family in the face of these challenges have only fueled the public's outcry for reforms, ensuring that the monarchy is held accountable and that the well-being and safety of its members are prioritised regardless of their position or status. The precarious path ahead for the royals and the Sussexes is, well, fraught with uncertainty. As the tensions between the royal family and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex continue to simmer, The future of their relationship remains uncertain. The potential for reconciliation seems to grow dimmer with each new development, as the royal household appears unwilling to address the ongoing security concerns for Harry and Meghan during their visits to the UK. This stance, coupled with the family's silence in the face of the Duchess's past abuse by the British press, has only served to further strain the already fragile ties. The long-term consequences of this rift could be far-reaching, potentially casting a dark shadow over the monarchy's public image and legacy. Unless both sides can find a way to set aside their differences and prioritize open and respectful dialogue, the divide may only deepen, leaving an indelible mark on the future of the royal family.